Welcome to aminacademy.com. In chemistry, let us discuss about state of matter. State of matter is one of the distinct form in which the matter can exist. Four state of matter are observable in everyday life: solid, liquid, gas, and plasma. Now let us discuss first solid state of matter. Solid is one of the four fundamental states of matter. The molecules in a solid are closely packed together and contains the least amount of kinetic energy. The particles in a solid are very close together and have an orderly fixed arrangements. They are held in place by the attractive force that are between all particles. Because solid particles can vibrate only in place and do not break away from their fixed position. Solid have fixed volumes and shapes. That is, no matter what container you put a solid in, a solid takes up the same amount of space. Solid usually exists in crystalline form. Solid crystals can be very hard and brittle, like salt, or they can be very soft, like lead. Another example of solid is ice. The solid state of water is ice. Now, if you give an external heat to the ice, it starts to melt and it comes to liquid state. That is water. Now let us discuss by liquid state. The liquid state of matter is an intermediate phase between solid and gas. Like the particles of solid particles in a liquid are subject to intermolecular attraction. However, liquid particles have more space between them, so they are not fixed in position. The attraction between the particles in a liquid keep the volume of the liquid constant. Look at here solid state is a intermolecular structure is very high. That means it is very near. The molecules are very near to each other, but liquid state some space is there. If you add energy as heat to the ice will melt and become liquid water. In other words, a highly ordered crystals of ice will break apart to form the random arrangements of liquid particles. Liquid particles are also held close together by attractive forces. Thus, the density of liquid substance is similar to that of the solid substance. However, liquid particles have enough energy to be able to move past each other readily, which allows liquids to flow. That is, liquids are fluids. Some liquids can flow very readily, such as water or gasoline. Other liquids, such as molasses, are thicker and very viscous and flow very slowly. Like solids, liquids have fixed volumes. However, while solids keep the same shape no matter the container, liquid flows to take the shape of the lower part of the container. Because liquid particles can move past each other, they are noticeably affected by forces between particles, which gives them special properties. Further details we can discuss about liquid forces lead to surface wetting and capillary action. Why does water bead up on freshly waxed car? That means suppose some drops are dropping on a car or some plant surfaces, the shiny surfaces, it becomes a beads like it flow like. Liquid particles can have cohesion, attraction for each other. They can also have adhesion, attraction for particles of solid surfaces. The balance of these forces determines whether a liquid will wet a solid surface. For example, water molecules have a high cohesion for each other and a low adhesion to particles in a solid body. Thus, water drops tend to stick together rather than stick to the car wax. Water has a greater adhesion to glass than to car wax. The forces of adhesion and cohesion will pull water up a narrow glass tube called a capillary tube. That means if you insert a capillary tube in a water surface inside, so the height will raise because of the capillary raise action of the water. Next, gaseous state. As the temperature goes to higher temperature, the liquid or solution forms gases, and even solid state atoms also show sublimation process and get converted into gases. The gases are together in weight, and all the gases comprise air, which is the part of the atmosphere. The gases are most important for life to exist. Oxygen gas, which we breathe for living, and carbon dioxide, which plants breathe for living. Here, look at this. Here, solid state become heat, it becomes gaseous state. Further, it become heated, so it is liquid state. Look at this. Here, intermolecular structure is very high and very molecules are very nearer. Here, some spaces is there. Here, more spaces and wandering. Now, next is plasma is often called the fourth state of the matter. Along with solid, liquid and gas, just as a liquid will boil, changing into gas when energy is added. Heating a gas will form a plasma, that is a soup of positively charged particles, ions, and negatively charged particles of electrons. A very good example of plasma state is our sun. Our sun, every seconds it gives tremendous heat by giving heat. That is why the sun mostly it's a plasma state. In further detail, we will discuss in future videos. If you have done, please subscribe our YouTube channel.